The world wakes up to an unthinkable headline. The moon is spiraling toward Earth. Scientists have confirmed that in just 150 days, the celestial companion that has silently governed our night skies for billions of years will crash into our planet. The first signs of impending doom have already begun. Tides are surging beyond control, earthquakes are shaking cities to their foundations, and the climate is becoming increasingly erratic. How did this nightmare scenario begin? And more crucially, what does it mean for the future of humanity? Before we examine the horrifying scenario of the moon crashing into Earth, it is essential to understand why the moon is so vital to our planet's stability. The moon serves as a gravitational anchor that keeps Earth's axial tilt stable at approximately 23.5 degrees. This stability is crucial because it regulates our seasons, preventing wild swings in temperature that could make vast regions of the planet uninhabitable. Without the moon, Earth's axis would wobble chaotically, resulting in unpredictable and extreme climate shifts. The moon's gravitational pull is also responsible for creating ocean tides, which are essential for maintaining marine ecosystems, regulating coastal environments, and even influencing global weather patterns. The absence of the moon's tidal influence would lead to stagnation in ocean currents, dramatically altering the Earth's climate and potentially triggering mass extinctions. Moreover, the moon plays a significant role in Earth's rotation. Over time, it has gradually slowed our planet's spin, preventing days from becoming excessively short. If the moon were suddenly to reverse its course and start moving toward Earth, all of these carefully balanced systems would be thrown into disarray, leading to unimaginable chaos. Now, let's explore the terrifying possibility of the moon slowly spiraling inward toward Earth. What would the timeline of destruction look like, and how would humanity respond? At first, the effects of the moon's descent would be subtle but undeniable. The gravitational pull exerted by the approaching moon would intensify, causing ocean tides to surge to unprecedented heights. Coastal cities such as New York, London, and Tokyo would experience devastating floods, while entire island nations would be submerged beneath rising waters, leading to mass displacement of populations and humanitarian crises on a global scale. The flooding would erode coastlines and destroy infrastructure, leaving millions without shelter, food, or access to clean water. As the moon continues its descent, weather patterns would grow increasingly unstable. The disruption in atmospheric circulation would trigger massive storms and hurricanes of unparalleled intensity, ravaging continents and leaving widespread destruction in their wake. Blizzards and droughts would strike regions unaccustomed to such extremes, leading to agricultural collapse and widespread famine. Meanwhile, the added gravitational stress on Earth's crust would lead to a noticeable uptick in seismic activity, resulting in frequent earthquakes that shake the foundations of human civilization. Skyscrapers would crumble, bridges would snap, and entire cities would be reduced to rubble. The stress on tectonic plates would even trigger volcanic eruptions, spewing ash into the sky and further altering the planet's climate. Governments and emergency services would struggle to cope with the escalating crisis, as communication lines are severed and essential resources become increasingly scarce. The world would be plunged into chaos, with economic collapse and social unrest spreading like wildfire. As the moon moves even closer, Earth would be thrown into turmoil. Tidal waves would become uncontrollable, with tsunamis ravaging continents and wiping out entire regions. The gravitational disturbance would stretch and distort the planet's crust, triggering powerful earthquakes and volcanic eruptions on a global scale. Dormant volcanoes would awaken with fury, belching out ash and lava, further darkening the sky and blocking out sunlight. Society would begin to collapse as infrastructure crumbles under relentless destruction. Roads and bridges would fail, communication networks would go offline, and supply chains would be rendered useless. Panic would spread as governments struggled to maintain order in the face of impending doom. As the moon enters the final approach, Earth's atmosphere would be thrown into absolute chaos. The sky would glow with a fiery red hue as the sheer friction of the moon's descent ignites firestorms across the planet. The overwhelming gravitational forces would tear the moon apart, causing massive fragments to rain down on Earth like city-sized meteors, each impact unleashing destruction on an unimaginable scale. With the surface of the planet battered by relentless impacts, widespread wildfires, and collapsing infrastructure, the final days before impact would be a fight for survival. Entire continents could be reshaped by the catastrophic collisions, and the biosphere would suffer mass extinctions. When the largest fragment of the moon finally crashes into Earth, the energy released would be equivalent to billions of nuclear explosions, wiping out most, if not all, life on the planet. The good news is that such a scenario is purely hypothetical. In reality, the moon is actually moving away from Earth at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters per year, making a collision highly unlikely. However, this thought experiment raises crucial questions about celestial mechanics and planetary defense. While a Moon-Earth collision is unlikely, a similar event is believed to have happened around 4.5 billion years ago. Scientists theorize that a Mars-sized body, known as Theia, collided with the early Earth, and the debris from that catastrophic impact eventually coalesced to form the Moon. Understanding these ancient planetary collisions helps us better grasp the forces that shape our solar system and the potential risks of future impacts. If, in some alternate reality, we detected the Moon beginning to shift toward Earth, humanity might have a few theoretical options to avert disaster. One possibility is the use of gravity tractors, large spacecraft designed to exert small but consistent gravitational forces on the Moon, gradually nudging it back into a stable orbit over time. This method, though requiring immense energy and precise calculations, could offer a gradual and controlled solution to prevent catastrophe. Another last resort option could involve the use of nuclear detonations to break the Moon into smaller, less dangerous fragments. However, this approach comes with significant risks, as the resulting debris could form an unpredictable barrage of lunar material, bombarding the Earth's surface and potentially causing even greater destruction than the initial impact itself. The fallout from such an event could lead to atmospheric disturbances, prolonged periods of darkness, and a climate shift akin to a nuclear winter, making it an extremely risky solution. Future advancements in space technology might allow for the deployment of artificial satellites equipped with advanced propulsion systems to manipulate the Moon's trajectory by applying controlled gravitational forces. These satellites could work in concert, gradually altering the Moon's path with pinpoint accuracy, mitigating the threat without the need for explosive interventions. Additionally, the development of large-scale space tethers or magnetic field manipulation could present alternative methods for influencing the Moon's motion, though such concepts remain purely theoretical at this stage. While all of these ideas are speculative, they demonstrate how planetary defense strategies could evolve in the future. With rapid progress in space exploration and asteroid deflection technologies, humanity might one day possess the capability to prevent not just a lunar catastrophe but also other celestial threats that could jeopardize life on Earth. The Moon is far more than just a celestial ornament in our night sky. It is a fundamental pillar of Earth's stability. If it were ever to stray too close, the consequences would be beyond catastrophic, threatening all life as we know it. While the scenario of a Moon-Earth collision remains firmly in the realm of science fiction, it serves as a sobering reminder of the fragile balance that governs our universe. Celestial mechanics, gravitational forces, and cosmic events can shape the destiny of entire planets, and humanity's understanding of these forces is still in its infancy. Would we survive if the Moon fell? Most likely not. But by studying these cosmic dynamics, we can better prepare for other potential threats: asteroids, rogue planets, and even distant galactic collisions. For now, we can rest easy knowing that the Moon is drifting away from us, not toward us. But in the grand scheme of the universe, anything is possible. And perhaps, one day, we may find ourselves in a position where we must save Earth from its own moon.